Hi. So on one of my videos, I had somebody comment asking if I could do a video about all my tattoos. So I thought, wow, what a great idea. So I think I'm going to start chronologically as I have a lot of them. Okay, so when I was 16, being the defiant little child that I was, and every teenager usually is, my mom did not want me to get a tattoo. So what's the logic there? You get a tattoo, right? This was my first one. Oh, going the wrong way. That's okay. My very first one is, oh, you can't even see it. Let's see. Maybe that works. Nope. Is it on it? Oh. There's a cross there if you can. Okay, that was my first one. I got that with one of my really good friends in my hometown. She got the same one, but on her neck. And then this one is probably my most regretful one. And this is exactly why 16-year-olds should not be allowed to get tattoos. I got a very basic white girl tattoo on my hip, and it is, of course, a anchor. Yes, irrelevant now. Anyways, moving on to better days. I think after that, me and my good friend from Beaver Lodge got tattoos together. It's really difficult doing this on your own. I got this one behind my ear. And then these are all before the accident. This is when I was an able-bodied person, a walking person. And my other one, let me just expose myself here. I might as well just take this off. Ugh. Okay. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for inappropriateness. So this is the other one I got. It says fall down 7 times, stand up 8. And I actually got that before the accident. And to me, I take that as a little reminder, confirmation that I will walk again, as I fell down a certain number of times, and I will get back up again. So that was kind of crazy. After that one, I would have got probably this one over here. This one says, okay, I'm gonna show it to you upside down. I don't know. It says, promise me you'll always remember. It's the Winnie the Pooh quote. I stopped it at always remember because it's really long. You're braver than you believe, smarter than you think, and stronger than you seem. And I got that with my mom, and the day of the accident is also on it. Because at the Glenrose where I was staying, my rehabilitation place, on the ground floor, me and mom would wheel past it pretty much every day. So it was just a reminder of our time at the Glenrose and how far we've come from that. After that, I got this one. It is a semicolon with, it always gets better, have faith. So I got this to remind me that even on my worst days and when I'm thinking the worst things in my brain, I can add this to the end of that sentence. So for say, before I got this colostomy bag surgery, there's days that I would shit my pants, right? And so I would just be beating myself up. Oh my gosh, I just shit my pants. I don't want to live. I don't want to go about my day, blah, blah, blah. And then I can add, okay, Keisha, it always gets better, have faith, to the end of that sentence. So I just got that as a little reminder. Okay, after that one, I probably would have started into this sleeve here. So at the very top, I have my 3 sunflowers, and that's for my mom. That's her favorite flower, and it's to always have her on my shoulders. I got this rose here just because it's pretty. I got a whole bunch of music notes all over to symbolize when I first got in the car accident, my diaphragm was injured, as most people's in wheelchairs have. And what I would do on the days is when I wasn't doing anything, I would sing. And that was to get my voice back. when I first got injured, with my diaphragm being not useful, I could only whisper. And soon as I started singing and everything during the days and whatever, I started getting my voice back. And also with music, I've listened to it since day one, whether I'm happy, sad, just content, whatever, I listen to music. And it has gotten me through absolutely everything. I listen to it when I'm sad and I cry more, just to get it all out. I listen to it when I'm happy. It makes me feel amazing. I still do a little bit of singing. I post a little bit of those videos, but I'm not that great. But whatever, it makes me feel and it helps me heal and everything. So that's why I've got those. And then this one's kind of embarrassing, but I have the heart here and it says keep beating. I'll show you. It was actually, this part's not the embarrassing part. It was actually my first drawing after the accident. There we go. So this is it here. And yes, there's teardrops on this one, but there's not teardrops on my tattoo. I actually wrote this after I got my heart broken by a boy. Embarrassing. Yep. But whatever. It was my first drawing after the accident, so obviously I had to get that tattooed on me. And then there's a cross right here, which I got off the internet, but then I ended up drawing it up and coloring it in and whatnot. So I did that one too. After that, I believe I started on, oh no, because then I would have went to, I don't know, in this, let's just do this one first. So right here, I have a little sailboat and a heart and then WR. That does not stand for a boy's initials. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't post it anywhere. It stands for White Rock, BC. Me and my mom went for a wedding there 2018. And yeah, we were on the boardwalk and I decided to get a tattoo to remember our trip by. The next one I got would have been this one here, all the roses. And I went to my tattoo artist and showed him a picture of something I seen on the internet. And it was nothing like this, but he created his own, which I freaking love. And I know nobody in the world has it because he drew it right in front of my eyes. Okay. Then we're gonna go to my big sleeve, which you can kind of see, and you can watch other videos and go for pictures to see better view. So this one I actually drew up, and this symbolizes my accident and my life before and after. I'll grab my picture that I showed him before he drew it up. So this one I drew all by myself. The sunflower is shit, so we just use the same one as these ones to draw it all together. So I picked a quote that I came up with myself. The end of one chapter is the start of another. So the end of my first chapter of my life ended the night of the accident, which was symbolized by, I have a time clock thing there. What do you call that? Hourglass. And that's right there. And at the top of the hourglass, I have the day I was born. And then at the bottom, I have the night of the accident. And all the sands at the bottom, because that was the end of my first chapter. I got the rose just because it looks pretty. And then I have the start of another chapter. I have a stopwatch right here, starting again. And then throughout it, as you can see one there, I have butterflies. Let's see here. So there's that butterfly right there. His body is shaped into a T for my one brother. And then I have another one right here with its antennas are L's for my other brother. And then another one right there whose antennas turn into J's for my other brother. They're not dead. I just love my brother so much. So I wanted to symbolize them in there. And then I have a antler, which is like kind of at the back there. You can see my pimple, for the moose, symbolizing the moose, of course. That's probably one of my favorite ones, and I love it. He did such a good job. All my artists did good jobs. And I think the very last two, I just got them last week, Thursday. I got this one. Oh, kind of awkward right here. It is two people on a quad with a quote. I found the quad silhouette on the internet, and then I wrote up the quote from the song, and I drew it up myself. So it symbolizes, how do I say this? I never really had a dad figure. I did, but they just weren't the best. And I'm not saying that in a rude way. My real dad was young and he had to deal with stuff on his own and all that. And now we have a great relationship. My stepdad did the best that he thought he was doing. It wasn't a very positive atmosphere that I found. And so I just never felt like I mattered. I guess that makes sense in a way. Anyways, my mom met this other guy after my accident, after her and my dad split up, and he was the first person that showed me unconditional love in a father figure, and that I didn't have to beg for it. And he actually spent time with me building a quad, and that was the quad here. And we built such a good bond, and then he had showed me the song Swing Life Away. So I picked the quote, we've had some times I wouldn't change for the world. So this just symbolizes our relationship and our time spent together, bonding and all that. So that's pretty cool. And then my last one that I got that same time, I got with my good friend Amanda. I don't know. So there's a quote that goes along my back. It starts there. And it says, "To see how much you both have grown, it's almost like you're sisters now." And you may recognize that from Eminem, and it is. We love Eminem. We bonded on that 4 years ago, and we used to sing it all the time. And so as the years progressed, we've both grown so much with the help of each other and turned into way different people than we first were when we first met. So we finally got those together. And yeah, I think those are all my tattoos, and I do not plan on stopping anytime soon. And I guess I'll mention a little bit about when I get tattoos. From here down, I don't really have much feeling. It is feeling, but I just can't feel the pain. So I try to keep my tattoos where I can sort of feel and I can show people without having to rip off all my clothes. But when I got this one here and this one probably, my fingers spasm. And like every time that they would do the needle, it would go dig, 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 right? So what had happened is both of them had to kind of pin my arm down so that it doesn't wreck the tattoo. So that kind of affects it being C5, C6 quadriplegic. But I think that's about it. It's just my spasms. I don't go through autonomic dysreflexia, which a lot of people do. So I'm really thankful for that. And yeah, I think that's about it. If you have any more questions, just write a comment. If you want any other videos, just let me know. And I think I'm gonna do a video of showing all my drawings maybe. Okay, thanks for watching.